Okay, let's get our guests on board right now. I have with me Riju Datta of the Trinamool Congress. We also have Neeti Jain of the BJP. Riju, coming to you first very quickly. The BJP has launched this big attack. They've said, I mean, this was expected because they've been talking about Bhawanipur for a very long time. They've been saying, let's see what happens in Bhawanipur. Today, Mamata Banerjee has made it official that she will not be contesting from there. It will be Shovandev Chatterjee who will be contesting from there. The BJP says this is Mamata Banerjee acknowledging defeat and deciding to run away from there. They're trying to draw parallels with Rahul Gandhi, Amethi and Wayanad as well. Not quite the same thing, of course. But how would you respond, Riju?
First of all, Shiv, very good evening. And you know, who was saying that Mamata Banerjee has conceded defeat? Amit Malviya has said it in a tweet, right? So what is Amit Malviya? He is the proverbial minister of propaganda for Modi ji, who has turned fake news into a cottage industry. So we don't give him too many brownie points. And talking about Bhawanipur, this is the place where Mamata Banerjee has not only won twice, but she has been MP from this seat multiple times. She likes challenges. That's why she has gone to the bastion of the Adhikari family. She has thrown the gauntlet to BJP that I will contest from Nandigram. If you can, where you have been an MP and MLA, try and defeat me. We have already said that all the seats are faces Mamata Banerjee. She is Bengal's daughter. And wherever she contests from, it's immaterial. They are making Nandigram and Bhawanipur a big issue. But the crux of the matter here is, Chief, we are winning the Bengal elections. BJP should not focus on Bhawanipur and Nandigram. They should focus on winning 149 seats that they need for majority to come into power. If they are focusing on Nandigram and Bhawanipur, they have lost.
I am definitely going to focus on some of the other seats as well, but I just want to quickly get this part out of the way. Neeti, you know, on the Bhawanipur issue, I think the leadership of your party has already taken a swipe at the Trinamool. You're basically labeling Mamata Banerjee as a runaway. You're trying to label her as a runaway. There may be very good political reasons for Mamata to fight only from Nandigram, but your party is saying that she has conceded defeat. Why are you saying that?
First of all, Shiv, let me begin by saying that as soon as anybody in a debate gets personal, you have already accepted defeat. So if you don't know who Amit Malviya is, I think you need to do your homework and then come on a debate on a national television or on a national channel. That said, when you talk about Bhawanipur, why Mamata Banerjee would not fight from there is like one reason that you had already stated, the outsiders versus non-Bengali debate that she has started, and she has lost a majority of people there. And I'll give you the numbers. In 2016, she won approximately 48% of the vote share there, down from 77.46% in 2011. So that was the kind of vote share that had gone down there. In 2019, they won with a thin margin of 3,000. And the person who is now fighting from that seat, the Rash Behari MLA, the sitting MLA, they trailed by 5,000 votes in Rash Behari in the 2019 election. So that is the reality of numbers that shows why she wouldn't want to fight from her traditional seat and why she would want to go to Nandigram.
Riju, you know, you saw the reasons that I had put out. You saw the reasons that I put out. You know, I'm not going to indulge in any rhetoric. A politician is totally entitled to take the decisions they want to take in order to win. Ultimately, an election is there to be won. There is no space for losers. The point is, Mamata Banerjee may have decided that she wants to focus herself, may have decided that she wants to, you know, give her all to Nandigram because it makes sense for her. That's where she can win. But isn't it also true in that case? Because ultimately, politics is also about perception. So you can't really blame the BJP for saying that this is an acknowledgement that there is trouble in Bhawanipur, Riju.
If they say, Shiv, I'll just say what our Supremo said after the press conference. Hum khelenge bhi, hum ladenge bhi, aur hum jeetenge bhi. So, you know, more than Mamata Banerjee contesting from Bhawanipur, BJP's face now in Bengal is not Modi ji anymore. It is not Modi ji anymore. It is Shubhendu Adhikari. So just imagine if Shubhendu Adhikari giving big dialogues on a public stage that I will quit politics. What will happen to him if he loses miserably in Nandigram, which is supposedly his bastion? So the fight is to the BJP. Mamata Banerjee is taking up the challenge that I will contest from Nandigram. I am giving somebody else an opportunity in Bhawanipur. And let me tell about this outsider-insider thing. The so-called North Indians or the Hindi Bhashis are an integral part of Bengal. They are a part of Bengal. What we mean by outsiders are the people who come here as a tourist guide who does not understand the culture and ethos of Bengal. Not the North Indians or the East Indians or the West Indians who are settled in Bengal. They are a part of Bengal and they will always be a part of Bengal, immaterial of the elections taking place. So I'm just clarifying that. And on the Niti Jain told me about Amit Malviya. Ma'am, with all due respect, we have done all our research on him. We know everything
This
about
is not
him.
about
And
Amit
somebody
Malviya. This
No,
debate
I'm
is
just
not
giving
about
an
Amit
answer.
Malviya. Okay, that
No,
point
I'm
was
just
made. I
giving
want to
an
go beyond
answer.
that. I want to go beyond that because this debate is not about Amit Malviya, but even though we are debating on the point that he made because it was the first attack from the BJP side. But Niti, the reality also is that Mamata Banerjee has now, even though it was delayed, compared to the traditional schedule of releasing candidate lists, it was quite delayed. Understandable because this is a very, very big, fight where there's a lot of variables between the Trinamool and the BJP. Now the Trinamool appears, Mamata Banerjee's tone, tenor, body language is basically a big dare now to the BJP. She says, I have put these 291 names down. I am going to contest from Nandigram. Bring it on, Khela Hobe, where are the names that you are going to put? Let's talk about Nandigram for a moment. Is it going to be Shuvendu? When are we going to know about it?
They're still doing
Okay,
meetings.
so first of all, I think that is an acceptance in itself that she is rattled. This is a big fight that she is getting into. That is why the list is delayed. Second of all, I don't understand how does a sitting CM becomes a challenger? She's sitting. It is the person who's coming and challenging them to take over Bengal. They need to be the challenger. If she has become the challenger, I think there's a role reversal there, which does not make sense at all. The third point, who is going to be there from Nandigram? I think a list will come within a day or two. We will know who fights from there. But the idea is it is not about an individual. It is about the ideology. This election is going to be against the corruption, the cut money. Nandigram is what brought Mamata Banerjee to the forefront because she was the provider and she was the messiah of the peoples in Nandigram from the left rule, and this is going to be her end because that is what
Shiv,
Mamata
can I come in
Banerjee
now?
herself
Yeah,
has
you can
become.
respond. Let her
BJP
finish.
is going to
Yes.
unseat her, and BJP, no matter who is the candidate there, we are going to take on Bengal. We are going to take on Mamata Banerjee's rule in Bengal.
Okay.
और
Riju,
आप
you
खेल ही रहे हो,
Now, Shiv,
और आप खेलते रहो।
my
आप
answer,
खेलते रहो।
Non-rhetorical
my
answer,
answer is-
Riju. Non-rhetorical answer.
Yes. My non-rhetorical and straightforward answer is she has declared her candidacy 18th January. We are the first party to declare our entire list. Other parties are still doing meetings and probably BJP will take out only the list of the first two phases. So we have taken the fight to you with your entire armada, PM, CM, Home Ministers and CBI, ED, everything. So it is for you guys to respond now. But let me make it very pertinent.
Riju, let him finish so we can hear you both. Let him finish, you can hear you both.
This election, have some courtesy, learn some courtesy, ma'am. Let me finish and then you can talk. So that this election will be run on a simple agenda. 10 years of deliverance, good governance, touching people's lives versus 7 years of Jumla's fake promises, 100 rupees petrol and 900 rupees gas cylinder. That is the agenda for this election, Shiv. And let them answer. They have all the answers to give.
Okay.
They have to say who
Now-
their CM candidate is. They have to say who their Gandhigram candidate is. They have to say what is their political manifesto. They have to say that out of 294 seats, when they have got 56,000 election, 56,000 applicants.
No, now the
who are
clock
going to
is
be
ticking.
selected? Old
See,
BJP or
now,
new BJP?
now, no matter what the BJP says, the clock is ticking. Ultimately, yes, of course, parties can wait to see what the rivals have put out. I am sure the BJP's top bosses, Bengal leaders, etc.
Shiv, you forgot about old BJP versus new BJP.
Of course, no, and all of this. No, see, we'll keep another separate debate on factional fights within the parties, etc. later. But
let me answer this,
yeah,
Shiv.
you can
Give
answer
me 10
that.
seconds.
You can answer that quickly. Then I want to bring in the second aspect of what Mamata said today. Yes, Niti.
Yeah, so first of all, if you are fighting this election on development and the only campaign line that you can come up with is Bengal ki beti, you're not fighting this election on development. So let's not even go there from your side. What we have done
What
for
is
the
your
country, the
campaign
country
line?
has seen, and that is what we are fighting on. We are fighting on development. We are fighting on the vision of Bengal, which you have brought down
Okay.
to just corruption and cut money.
Where is your printed manifesto? What is your campaign tagline? What do you have?
Before, now I want to keep it, guys, I want to keep it as focused as possible.
खेलो, हम लोग चुनाव में लेकर आएंगे, लड़ेंगे भी और जीतेंगे भी.
Okay, no rhetorical tutu meme, because very short on time on these debates. So I want to keep it as focused as possible. Nandigram we've discussed. I'm not looking for any conclusion because ultimately only the voters will decide that. Let's tell you about the second big takeaway from what Mamata Banerjee, the Chief Minister of West Bengal, announced today. The Trinamool is relying on some very serious star power in these upcoming elections. Not the first time it has happened. They've got a lot of big celebrities and actors already who are public representatives. The party has fielded about 10 singers, actors and cricketers this time. Several of them had joined the Trinamool in just the last few weeks. Among those who will be contesting the polls are June Malaya from Medinipur, Shayantika Banerjee from Bankura, filmmaker Raj Chakraborty from Barakpur, actor Shayoni Ghosh has been fielded from Asansol Dakshin, Aditi Munshi from Rajorhat, Kaushani Mukherjee from Krishnanagar Uttar, Soham Chakravarti from Chandipur. So lots of star power. Riju, you know, not the first time it has happened. We've seen Nusrat Jahan, we've seen Mimi Chakravarti, we've seen others in the past as well. But clearly one of the big, very visible takeaways is that this sudden inflow of actors into the Trinamool have all been given tickets.
See, Shiv, you have asked a very serious question here. In that list, I will also focus on 51 women candidates.
Yeah, there is. It's all on our screen, by the way. It's all on our screen.
Yes, 115 SC/ST and 35 Muslim candidates. So we have created a balance where there are celebrities. Because why celebrities? It's a pure political thing that celebrities are accepted already by the people. They are public speakers. They are a public space. So it is good that they are mass pullers. So obviously, if they represent Bengal, if they represent Bengal's daughter, there is nothing harm in it. And the two people that you have already mentioned, Nusrat and Mimi, they have become public representatives and they have proved over and again. And even on your conclave,
Neeti has her hand up. She has a big smile and a hand up. I think she doesn't agree with you. Okay, Neeti, what don't you agree with? Everyone takes celebrities into their party. Even the BJP has. What do you want to rebut with?
So that is their internal choice, no matter who they bring in. But that only in advertising, there is a phrase that says, no matter how much lipstick you put on a pig, it will still remain a pig. So no matter how much star power you bring into your own campaign that does not exist, or the work that you have done, काम किया होता तो इन सब चीजों की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती, and that is the only point. No matter who you give your ticket to.
So what about Shravanti Chatterjee, Heron? What about Shravanti Chatterjee, Heron, and all these people that you have inducted? They are also pigs with lipstick.
Otherwise we can't hear you both. Let her finish, then you can rebut.
Teach me 5 minutes back. Now you learn the manners that you were trying to teach me.
Finish, Neeti.
So that essentially is the point. Had you done the work, you would not have needed this lipstick to be put on a pig. But up to you, your election, your party, no matter who you put on the forefront, it is against corruption. It is against cut money that this election is going to be. And that is what we are fighting against. It is not an individual battle.
Okay, but I have to ask, but Neeti, before you answer, Riju, but Neeti, isn't it true that the BJP has also inducted quite a few actors, quite a few celebrities in the Bengal fight? What about that?
We are not proving the work right now, right? So anybody who's willing to work for the betterment of the state is welcome to join. They're more than welcome to join. It is no, हम नहीं बोल रहे हैं कि हम लोगों ने 10 साल में वहाँ पर कितना काम किया. We are saying we have a vision. Anybody who shares that vision is more than welcome.
I personally think it's great. I mean, why not if actors can be inducted into politics, especially if they have a large base? But the BJP, you've heard the allegation, the lipstick on a pig allegation that Neeti made. Riju, respond to that. They're saying that you've gotten all these star-studded lists because you want to hide something.
So when we get star-studded people, then we are trying to hide it. When they are getting star-studded people like Shravanti Chatterjee, like Rudronil Ghosh, like Heron, and all these, so they are pigs with lipsticks and they want the betterment of Bengal. See, again, she forgot her manners. Please, now, you practice what you preach. So I am taking these names specifically, Shiv. So according to Neeti Jain, the spokesperson of BJP, they are pigs with lipsticks and they want to work for betterment of Bengal, but our people don't want to because we want to hide it. Can you imagine how funny and how hypocritical that statement is?
The analogy. So I think the
Can you
analogy
imagine
was lost.
how
I don't
funny and
you
how
don't
fake that statement is?
I don't expect you to understand the analogy yourself. All I'm saying is, where are your MLAs? Where are the city people? Why do they have to
Okay,
run
no,
away?
no, your people are for the betterment of Bengal. We want
Okay. So again, I just let me come in here. Let me come in here. There's a third interesting thing to speak about. There's a third interesting thing to speak about, Neeti and Riju, which is the date that has been chosen by Mamata Banerjee to file her nomination from Nandigram. This is very interesting. We've heard the names of so many gods so far in this election campaign. Riju, you and I have discussed it so much here across debates, from Ram to Durga to Saraswati. Now, Shiva has also entered the fray now, because the stage is set for another deity war in Bengal, as Mamata Banerjee is all set to file her nomination papers from Nandigram on the occasion of Shivratri. It's going to be just a day before that, but it's going to be around Shivratri when she begins her campaign. Take a look at this war cry that's gone from Ram to Durga to Saraswati and now Lord Shiva.
নন্দীগ্রাম সিট এমনিতে এটা জেনারেল সিট, কাজেই কোনো অসুবিধা নেই। এমনকি আমি যদি নন্দীগ্রামে দাঁড়াই কেমন হয়?
আমি নন্দীগ্রামে মমতা বন্দ্যোপাধ্যায়কে হারাবো।
Days after she declared she will fight from Nandigram, Mamata Banerjee gears up for the most difficult electoral battles of her life. Didi will file nomination on Shivratri, setting the stage for another deity war in Bengal.
ममता जी 11 तारीख चॉइस किया, अपना चॉइस। अब शिवरात्रि का दिन तो बहुत पवित्र दिन है, और वो पवित्र दिन में पवित्र बैटल फील्ड में वो उतरेंगे तो सभी पवित्र होंगे।
Many believe that Mamata has chosen the auspicious occasion to project herself as a Shiv Bhakt. Mamata's new avatar is seen as a fresh counter to BJP's Jai Shri Ram war cry. But this is not the first time when the two parties have locked horns over Hindu gods and goddesses. The TMC's latest stand comes days after UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath invoked Ram at his rally in Malda.
जय श्री राम, जय जय श्री राम।
The BJP has repeatedly attacked the Mamata government, accusing it of hostility to Jai Shri Ram slogans. Home Minister Amit Shah recently openly accused Mamata of appeasement at India Today East conclave.
जय श्री राम प्रतीक है अपीसमेंट के खिलाफ, तुष्टीकरण के खिलाफ।
3 days later, Mamata's nephew Abhishek Banerjee hit back at BJP, comparing the chief minister to Ma Durga.
দশপ্রহরণ ধারিনি, আর এখানেও মমতা ব্যানার্জি একদিকে আর সারা দেশের বিজেপি নেতারা একদিকে। সাথে হচ্ছে ইডি, সাথে হচ্ছে জগাই মাদাই সিপিএম কংগ্রেস।
With her Shiv Bhakt avatar, Mamata Banerjee has unleashed a fierce counter to BJP, which has often accused her government of appeasement of Muslims. But will it be enough to counter BJP's Hindutva? With Indrajit Kundu in Kolkata, Bureau Report, India Today.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.